Hello, Jalil Khan, how are you?
Hi, Asif Khan. I am fine. What about you?
I'm fine. Thank you so much for your time. First of all, congratulations to you that you have qualified SPLE and first attempt.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, so before going to our main discussion, I want that you can please introduce yourself from where you are graduated, when you are graduated.
I'm I'm Abdul Jalil. I'm the graduate of Sarhad University of Science and Information Technology from Peshawar in the year 2019.
Okay, so now coming towards our main topic, which is basically SPLE. So my first question is, what is the eligibility criteria for SPLE?
The eligibility criteria for the SPLE is 1 year experience in a retail setup uh, after the degree completion.
Okay. So the bachelor degree is required and 1 year experience is required after the date of issuance, which is mentioned on the degree, right?
Yes, exactly.
Okay. So what are the basic documents required for this process?
The basic document required for if you graduate before 3 or 4 years, so the Pakistani category, which we call a license or category, become expire after 2 years. The main problem facing students applying for the SPLE exam, the renewal of the category. So
Okay.
you must have a uh, category in hand which are renewed.
Okay. So renewal of certificate is required. Basically, the bachelor degree is required, transcript is required, and any other supporting documents.
And an experience certificate which are signed by the concerned area drug inspector.
Okay. Now coming towards the attestation process of these documents. So the document should be verified from the university, HEC. It is mandatory, or from the Foreign Office or Ministry of National Health Services, Islamabad, or any other institution.
Let me explain this one by one.
Yeah.
First, you have to attest your documents from the HEC Higher Education Commission. No need to attest your photocopies because they charge for each document, whether they are photocopy or the original documents. So you just have to attest your original documents, which may be your transcript and degree.
Okay.
License attestation is not required in from HEC. Okay.
Okay.
Then you have to verify your FSC and SSC documents, which the major documents are your DMC and certificate. You have to attach these both documents from your concerned board.
Okay.
From your concerned board. You have to. They will give you documents. They will give you photocopies of your original documents, which you have to take careful with it because they will be in a sealed envelope. You will not open that sealed envelope, as in such form you have to submit these documents in the IBCC.
Okay. So for
After
the
that,
metric in FSC, the attestation from the concerned board, then from the IBCC, it is mandatory.
yes, then from the IBCC and then from the MOFA, Ministry of Foreign Affairs.
Okay. And what about the transcript and degree? It is basically the first step is from the concerned university, then from the HEC, and then from the Ministry of National Health Services, Islamabad. It is mandatory?
No, there is no requirement for the NIH center in case of SPLE.
Okay. So
There is no
only the Ministry of
requirement.
Foreign Affairs is mandatory.
Ministry of Foreign Affairs, and if you clear the test, then it is required to you have to attest your document from the concerned embassy also.
From the concerned embassy also. So which documents from the concerned embassy? Only degree or experience?
Your degree, your transcripts, and even your license.
Okay, so all documents.
All documents.
Experience letter?
Experience letter are required. They will sign by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs.
You will not verify from the embassy, right?
No, there is no such requirement from the embassy.
Okay, now coming towards the steps, how a student will apply for SPLE. What are the basic steps in that process? And what is the total cost?
The total cost depends on the dollar rate and the Saudi riyal rate. Almost initial data flow required your three documents, which is degree, your license, and your experience certificate, which will cost you total of 800 riyals.
Okay. Okay. This is the first step.
This is the first step.
So the first step is basically data flow, and the total cost
Yes.
is basically 800 riyals. So after the first step, what is the next step?
The next step is the application submission for the classification.
Okay.
It will cost you 200 riyal, and it will take almost 7 to 8 working days.
Okay.
Once your application is submitted, the Ministry of Health will work on it and will create eligibility number for you, which will work for you, and you are selecting your test date.
Okay. So you will book a slot for the exam.
And that eligibility number. Once your eligibility number is created, you are now eligible for test, and you have 1 month to book your test date.
Okay. Okay. And what is the total cost on the exam?
It's $289.
$289. So the total cost is around about 800 riyal for the data flow. Then the classification step, 200 riyals, so 1000
Yes.
riyals. Okay. And then for the exam, how much dollars?
$289.
289 US dollars. So this is basically the total cost.
Yes, this is the total cost.
Okay, Jaleel, now coming towards the SPLE preparation, how a student will prepare, what are the major areas in the SPLE syllabus, okay, and on which subjects a student should focus.
Basically, the blueprint is available on the website, but the test is totally different from their syllabus. The major portion of the test consists of basic pharmacology plus clinical scenarios. So, once the student is starting preparation, he should have a strong command on the pharmacology. If
Okay.
if the student have the basic pharmacological knowledge, he or she can attempt the clinical scenarios. Otherwise, you even can't read the clinical scenario. You willing you should you even can't understand the clinical scenarios what is asking about. So you should have the basic knowledge, the base knowledge of the pharmacology. On that base you will solve a clinical scenario.
Okay.
After that, a soft touch to a medicinal chemistry, a 7 or 8 questions, and a pharmaceutical calculation from 8 to 12, depend upon the test.
Okay. So medicinal chemistry, pharmacology, clinical cases, and calculations. So these are the major areas.
One thing is much more important, which we call non-pharma. A form, a file is available basically of 110 or 105 pages, which will cover almost your all immunology, microbiology, ethics, study design, and study and epidemiology. So you have to give a touch to that file.
Okay. Okay. So basically the syllabus is that pharmacology, calculations, medicinal chemistry, and medical ethics, immunology. So these are some of the subjects a student should focus on it.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, and what is the passing criteria for this exam?
The passing criteria is 536 marks out of 800, which become almost 68 to 69%.
68 to 69% is the passing criteria. Okay. So
Yes.
thank you so much for your time, Jaleel.